Vicky? Boys!
Hey. Oh, I see the house is still standing. Did Jake calm down after I left here?
No, they had a big fight, and it's all my fault.
Yeah, well, you know what, Marley? If Jake can't admit that your family has a duty to you, then that's his problem.
No, you don't understand. Jake moved out because of me, and now I can't find Victoria either.
Wait, where are you going? Huh?
I don't know.
Look, you tell me that you're coming back, all right?
I think the ball's in your court.
Security in this place stinks.
Hey, Ren. I thought I heard something out here.
Nick, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up.
It's okay. What's up with the tears, huh?
I was just thinking about Paulina and how she must feel, you know, alone in a jail cell.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe her trial starts today.
I just wish that there was something that I could do to help.
Hey, at least she knows you care. Her so-called son's in there snoring.
No, he cares. He just doesn't know how to show it.
Let's not go there, okay? Here. You still upset about phoning that tip?
It really blew up in Paulina's face. Like, I keep having these dreams.
Why'd you tell me about them?
I keep dreaming about my mother, only she's walking away from me, and I can't get her to stay. You know, I keep trying to call out to her, but I can't make a sound because I don't know her name. And then I finally call out to her and I say, Mama, and she turns around and it's Paulina. Wishful thinking, huh?
Cass, we have been over my statement again and again. I don't know why you keep hounding me.
I know, I've got a lot of nerve. I pulled every string in the book to see you here today because I'm just plain nosy.
Cass, I have told you everything you need to know.
Maybe you didn't see the bailiff outside my door. He's here to escort you to the start of your trial for murder, Juan.
As if I could forget.
Look, I actually wanted to meet with you here today because, without anybody overhearing us, because I have some information for you. Maybe then you can return the favor by telling me what you're holding out on me.
What kind of information?
About your son.
Did something happen to Tim?
No, he's okay, he's fine. But did you realize that Timothy, a.k.a. Tito Banachek, never attended a single class at Rockville State University?
He didn't have the money to pay tuition. He was auditing.
Well, you know, I asked the woman in the registrar's office about that, and she said that his name would still have to be in their records, and they never heard of him.
Why are you investigating Tim? He hasn't done anything.
I'll say. You forged Rachel's name to pay for a non-existent tuition.
He was sitting in on classes. He had living expenses. He couldn't go on eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Is that what he told you?
It's the truth.
Paulina, you forged his signature to pay for his tuition, and he never attended a single class. There's no record of that. The DA is going to say that you needed the money to get out of town. All the more proof that Grant's murder was premeditated.
Well, it wasn't. I can't help what other people think.
You know, I spent the better part of last night going over the DA's case. They're the ones who dug up the information on Tim. I took your word about him, and boy, did I get surprised. It is in your best interests to make sure that I don't get surprised like that again. Paulina, we're not talking right or wrong anymore. We're talking win or lose. You gotta tell me the whole story. At least that way, I'll be empowered to help you. Nothing you say has to go any further than this room if you don't want it to. There's something more you haven't told me, isn't there? Come on, give me all of it, please. Please.
Okay. But if I do tell you, you can't.
Joe.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Great timing, pal.
What's going on?
Just a crucial last-minute interview, but don't worry about interrupting.
Look, if you don't want me here, I'll leave.
No. I've said everything I'm going to.
I don't believe that. I think you were just about to say something new.
I don't know what gave you that idea.
Well, for starters, I just told you that Tito never attended a single class at the university.
What?
See, Joe didn't know that. Did you know, Paulina, that he never attended any classes? Did she?
I don't know.
Do you think he could be scamming you? Great, terrific. I'm swimming in a tank with a bunch of highly motivated piranhas, and your wife has got lead weights around my ankles.
Okay. Paulina, do you want to talk to him?
No. There's nothing more to say.
Okay. Let's go. No, damn it, no! Baby, why don't you fight this? Why aren't you fighting this? Why aren't you doing everything you can? Look, Paulina, if not for me, if not for everybody in this town who loves you, do it for your son.
I am,
No,
Joe!
fight for your son, Paulina. This son. This one. Dante Mackenzie Carlina, remember him? Baby, cute little guy, eats with his hands. Take a good look, Paulina, in case you forgot.
Dante!
You are not trying to come home to him.
Please, that's not fair!
Paulina, I'll tell you about fair, okay? I'll tell you what's not fair. I just dropped Dante off at the Corey house. Right now, he's with a nanny, okay? I just left him there. And when we went over there, he was all excited because he thought he was going to go see his mommy, all right?
Stop,
he was all happy,
Joe.
he had a big smile on his face. Then he realized his mommy wasn't going to be there, okay? And he started to cry. But that's okay, babe, because I took care of it.
Why are you doing this to me? Why?
I will do everything I can to help you beat this rap and bring you home to him. I'll lie, I'll cheat, and I'll pick up your dry cleaning. But Paulina, I will be damned if I'm gonna stand around and watch you cover for that smart-mouthed, peroxide-headed bum.
Really?
Really?
Really? What happened to your big spiel that my son is yours that we just tried to shut me
I
up?
meant that, baby. I meant every single word of it, and I still mean it to this day, but I'm gonna call a spade a spade. The kid's a bum, Paulina. He never even signed up for college. Did you know that?
He's my son, Joe!
He's using you. Paulina, he's using your money, and he's using your guilt.
I have 2 sons, Joe. 2 sons. 2 sons!
She was just about to open up, and now she's all upset, and court convenes in less than an hour. Thanks, Joey.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, Joe. I'm so scared.
I'm scared too, baby.
Okay, save the tender moment for the acquittal, okay, you guys? I really do need to talk to my client.
Listen, I'm gonna be outside, all right? I'll wait there for you. I got your dry cleaning. I got the dress you wanted, the match, the shoes that match. Okay? Remember that.
You're the best.
Oh, you forget it.
Listen to me. All you have to do is say under oath that you had absolutely no idea that Tito was scamming you. All right? That you obtained that money in good faith to pay his tuition. Now, that's not a lot to do in order to come home to your other son, Dante.
Do you know my story? I've told you everything I'm going to tell you about what happened, and that's all you have to work with, Cass. Since I was a little girl, I dreamed about finding my mother, but lately she just seems to be getting all mixed up with Paulina.
Well, you know, that kind of makes sense, you know? You and Tito have been through so much stuff together, and you want to find your mother like he found Pauline?
Yeah, of course. He found Paulina. She's like the perfect mother, you know? I'm jealous of Tito, huh?
Nah.
Yeah. I'd love to find my mother, but I mean, what's the chance she's gonna turn out like Paulina. In fact, she'll probably turn out to be your basic nightmare.
Look, Ren, I know I pushed you into this and you went along with it. If you want to hold off looking for your mom, we can...
No. And I mean that. I want to find her, but it's just maybe I'm a little afraid of what I'll find.
What, like she's strung out or something?
Okay. This is gonna sound weird, but I keep having these feelings.
What, like the premonitions that you get?
Yeah, don't laugh, okay?
Oh, I won't laugh.
I keep feeling like she needs me, you know? Only I'm running out of time.
It's kind of a heavy thing to put on yourself, don't you think?
Yeah, but I can't help it. I mean, maybe she's sick or something and she needs a blood transfusion or a kidney transplant. I'm the only person that can give it to her.
Whoa.
No, I know. And I promised that I'd help out with Dante. And I really do. I want to do everything that I can to help her. If there is anything that you can do to help me find my mom, Nick, please help me do it now.
You know, I've been doing some thinking about that.
Yeah?
Let me see that locket your mom gave me. Let me see. I did some tooling on the internet, and jewelers sometimes put a mark on their jewelry so you can trace them back to the seller.
You mean like a stamp?
Yeah. What is that right there?
A scratch.
I don't think so. That looks like some letters, doesn't it?
Oh my God. I never noticed that before. You're right. What do you think it means?
It means we're that much closer to finding your mom.
All right, okay. One question, am I dreaming?
Mm-hmm. Sweet man dreaming about the little woman.
Okay, at the risk of sounding ungrateful, what are you doing here?
Making all your dreams come true, obviously.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think words just get in the way.
That's right. No words. Words bad.
I think it's time for some nonverbal communication.
Vicky she just went to talk to Jake and she dropped the boys off at the Gellers. Ronnie Geller's gonna take them to school. I guess she didn't trust me.
Oh, Marley, try to think positive. Maybe Vicky wanted you to sleep in on your first morning home.
No, I don't blame Vicky. I mean, look at all the trouble I've caused, and I've only been here one day. Something wrong?
Marley, you've been subpoenaed by the DA's office. They want you to testify at Paulina Carlino's trial. Now, see, the thing is, Marley, I don't want to jeopardize your bail, because the next time you won't go back to Willowdale, you'll go back to jail. And I don't want to see you there.
Well, neither do I.
Yeah, well, that's why I came by. I want to go over your testimony in case you're called upon today. Now, do you think you're up for it?
Well, they're just gonna ask me about my fake confession, right? I mean, I don't know anything else.
Look, Marley, you're probably going to have to relive the events of that night when you're up there on the stand. And it could get pretty rough.
Well, you're the only person who knows that I showed up at your office with a gun that I intended to use on Grant. You're not gonna rat me out, are you?
Look, you only thought of that because you were desperate to get back in your family's good graces.
You don't have to worry about me. Everything's gonna turn out all right somehow. It always does.
Well, look, somebody has to worry about you. And I don't see anyone else around here to do it. And that's why I knew I had to get over here as soon as possible.
So are you checking up on me?
You know, I can't believe them. You know, they leave you here all alone when you have a day like this ahead of you.
I know why you're really here. It's not out of some duty as my attorney to go over my testimony. You just didn't want me to be alone today.
Marley, you know how I feel about you.
Yeah, I don't like to make assumptions. Not anymore, so why don't you tell me how you feel about me?
Well, that's how you act after a fight. I think I'm gonna get real mouthy real fast.
Oh. Next time we finish the fight, okay?
No more fights.
No more walking out.
Never.
Good, because I didn't like being in that big old bed all by myself.
Oh, really? I had a great time here last night. I got to, some cold pizzas, some flat beer, and some really lousy pay-per-view.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, well, that's much better than being at home with two kids who think you're bigger than Godzilla and having a wife who knows that size does matter. Nice hot pizza and cold beer.
Huh? Serves you right for walking out in the first place.
Well, sometimes you gotta lose something to realize how much it means to you. I really did. I really did miss you and the boys.
Mm-hmm. Well, they weren't thrilled with me for letting you walk out in the first place.
Oh, I got that when they called to say goodnight.
I told them I'd do whatever it takes to get you back home again, where you belong.
So this breaking in and entering was the first step.
Mm-hmm.
God, I missed you.
Missed me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Past tense?
Well, I know it had to be hard. I've seen me face to face. I mean, nobody likes to admit they're wrong more than you.
Wrong? Mm-hmm. Who said anything about being wrong?
Well, I'm just talking about Marley.
Hold on. Whoa. Flag on the play here. Well, I just came to tell you that I understand about your reaction to Marley. That I knew it was going to be a difficult transition.
Transition? What are we talking about, transition?
But that I thought it was something we could get through together.
All right. You should give me a clue here. Where is Marley right now?
In my living room. Where she is entitled to be as my sister who needs me.
I'm right here.
I love you.
I love you.
All rise. State of Illinois Superior Court now in session. Judge Anthony Walker presiding.
Please be seated. In the matter of the people versus Paulina Corey Carlino, our counsel for the people ready with our opening statement.
We are more than ready, Your Honor.
We both know there's something going on here, and it's more than just lawyer-client.
We haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
But you're still my lawyer.
Yeah, but more importantly, I'm your friend. And if I can't help you, then who can?
You're my friend? Is that the whole truth?
No. Marley, you are one of the finest people I have ever met in my life. Not to mention one of the most beautiful.
I could say exactly this same thing about you, but...
Marley, look, it's okay. You don't have to keep second-guessing yourself all the time. Why don't you just let things happen between us?
You are sweeping me off my feet, as Donna would say, and I don't know if it's my capable, considerate attorney or some fantasy that I've dreamed up.
No, Marley, this is not some fantasy that you created. Now, what is happening between us is real. It's very real. Now, I am a man who happens to be your lawyer, who's falling for you more and more each day.
I feel like a fool for coming here.
Oh, you got that right. It's taking more than a little roll in the hay for me to want to live with your crazy sister.
She's not crazy, Jake.
Oh, come on, Vicky, this is so you. I want to adopt the woman that almost killed me and made my kids orphans. And if you don't agree with her, and you're an insensitive, crazy, male chauvinist jerk, and you're wrong. She is crazy.
Oh, what, so suddenly now you know better than the doctors?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that is so you know? It's my way or the highway, and then you complain about some cold pizza.
I love this. I love this. She'll do anything to get your way. And when I disagree with you because you're wrong, which you are, you start throwing insults around.
She's my sister. She needs my help. If somebody in your family needed help, I would be there in a heartbeat.
Thank you for doing more for a fictitious stranger than you would for me. That makes me feel a heap of a lot better.
Don't twist my words around.
Why not? You ignore mine.
You. This is always about you.
And those kids. But hey, if I'm such a bad guy, it must have been a big mistake to marry me. Now,
you know, it feels like it at this moment.
Paulina Carlino admits to killing Grant Harrison. The defense does not dispute the facts of the case. That leaves you with the difficult job of determining whether there was premeditation. If the prosecution succeeds in proving that Mrs. Carlino planned to kill Grant Harrison, then she may not be found not guilty by reason of self-defense. Premeditation is what distinguishes murder in the first degree from a lesser charge. The attorney for the defendant will no doubt try to paint a touching portrait of Mrs. Carlino as a helpless young mother in fear for her life. But let's look at what this woman did after Grant Harrison was murdered, after, as she claims, she was attacked by a nearly comatose man. She did not call for help. She did not try to get assistance for the victim. She did not tell her police captain husband, who was on the premises, that the victim had threatened her life. No, what she did was she pocketed the damaging papers she was after, and then just coolly hung out, watching her husband investigate her crime. The defense will tell you she was in shock. Maybe she was in shock. But what about later? What about later that evening? Was she still in shock when she allowed an emotionally disturbed woman to confess to her crime? Or how about the next day, when she let her best friend be arrested and taken into custody? Was she still in shock when she forged the signature of her stepmother, a woman who took her in as a daughter because she needed to get her hands on some money? And what about when she hid a suitcase full of that money, which she claimed was for her son's college tuition? Let me tell you, the college never heard of this young man. Was she still in shock when she watched her husband's career circle the drain day after day and said not a word? Never in all this time did Mrs. Carlino utter the words self-defense. It was only when she was afraid that she would have to pay for her crime that the defendant found her voice. Self-defense? Paulina Carlino wanted Grant Harrison out of the way because he knew something about her. Something she didn't want anyone to find out.
That's enough! Mr. Carlino, one more move like that and I'll have you held in contempt. Ms. Reiner, have you finished with your opening statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Winthrop, your opening statement, please.
Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it's interesting what just happened here. Captain Carlino is an experienced police officer who's put in more than his share of time on the street. Officers who've been on the force for years have been shot at, attacked, spat upon. It takes a lot to set them off, a hell of a lot. Yet, Captain Carlino just did this really, really stupid thing right in front of you and me and the whole world watching. Why? Because he thought Ms. Reiner was attacking his wife. Not with her fists, of course, but with words which can hurt a hell of a lot more. It is the perception of danger that is at the heart of this trial. Mrs. Carlino perceived for a very long time, and with very good cause, that her life and her family were at risk from Mayor Harrison. I'm going to play for you an audio tape in which Mayor Harrison admits to setting the fire at the Carlino residence. The fire that nearly cost the life of their 2-year-old son, Dante. Mayor Harrison knew that Captain and Mrs. Carlino were about to get the goods on him, so he began systematically terrorizing Paulina, thereby, ironically, creating his own murderer. He turned this loving wife and mother into a desperate woman who, when cornered, felt she had no choice but to fight back. You know, when a battered wife kills her abusive husband, this state recognizes the previous threats and beatings as admissible evidence that the woman was in danger of losing her life. Grant Harrison spent a year convincing Paulina that he could and would do anything he wanted to her. He proved time and again that he would stop at nothing to hurt her family. She endured and endured until she could endure no more. Paulina perceived that she was defending her home and her family, just as she did that night when she carried her infant son through that wall of flames. The wall of flames that Grant Harrison set. Those of you who are parents, what would happen to your perception of the world, of right and wrong, justice and mercy, if someone were threatening your child?
Hey, Claudia thought maybe we should go to the park today, Dante. What do you think?
He's saying, yeah, hit me some grounders. I need to work on my fielding.
Yeah, like he understands a word either one of you is saying.
He is your half-brother. You should have some sort of mental telepathy thing going on by now, don't you think?
What's that, Dante? What's that? Oh, yeah. This crazy guy. He just said that he can't wait to spit up all over your prepware.
Stop it, okay? You're upsetting my charge here, right?
How do you know?
I don't know. I just could tell he tensed up. Dante and I, we're on the level. Here.
I'll get it. Yo. Donna. Sure. I'll go right over there.
Is she okay?
Good news. I asked Donna to call a friend of hers who's a jeweler. She did, and he said he'd be happy to take a look at that locket for you.
Yay.
What, you gonna finally pawn that thing or what?
Here. As if. No, Nick thinks maybe he can track down the jeweler, so maybe I can find my mom, like you did. Do you mind, giving us a ride to the park on your way?
Sure thing. You know, Joe, if Joe didn't have so much going on, I bet he'd help us track down your mom.
No, he's got too much to deal with Paulina, right?
You know what? I could ask Josie. I bet she could help track down your mom.
That's a really good idea.
Let's go.
Come on. Say bye.
Damn it! Why is he doing this to me now?
You have to go back to Rockville.
I just got here.
No, you can't miss any school, all right? You have to go back today.
You don't have to ask me again.
Timothy Banachek.
Who wants to know?
You are hereby ordered to appear as a material witness in the trial of People versus Carlino. Sorry, pal. You're not going anywhere for a while.
Ready?
Before, tell me, did I say too much?
No.
Because, you know, you really didn't say anything, and...
I was just thinking, what if in a couple of years, I'm laying on a couch in some doctor's office trying to figure out if the reason that I didn't say no to you was because I so desperately needed someone in my corner right now.
Okay, Marley. You look me in the eye, and you tell me right here and now that you want me to back off. Okay, you just tell me, if you want me to back off, I will. And I will still be the best friend that you have in this town. And not to mention the best lawyer.
I can't.
Look, I mean, I'm a nice guy, I think, you know, and I think you're ready for a nice relationship. You just don't know it yet.
See? There you go again, taking care of me.
I like doing that.
I think maybe we better hold off on that, though, until I don't need a lawyer anymore, because I don't even know where I'm going to be tomorrow. Jake could kick me out of here any second.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter, because wherever you go, I won't stop caring about you. Because I can't.
I wish we could just be Marley and Tyrone, not lawyer and client.
I understand. I tell you what, I've never looked forward so much to losing a client before in my life. Hey, come on, we better get going to court, all right?
I'm scared.
You don't have to be. Because I'm always going to be there for you.
I know that.
I'm sorry I said that before.
Yeah, what? Then why did you?
Terminal stupidity.
I think we need to get to court.
I think we need to talk about this.
Why? Why should we talk? You won't budge an inch, and I think I'm a stubborn pig.
Please, just try to understand. She's my sister, and I cannot be responsible for sending her back to that place.
Well, I'll be the bad guy. I don't have any problem with that.
Now, wait a minute. Remember when we first came to town, everything we put Marley through? She forgave us for all of it.
That was a different Marley.
Was it?
This is a dangerous person now, and you know it. You're gonna bring her into our home with our boys? She used them to get to me. You don't know what it was like when she was holding you hostage. She looked sane, she talked sane, but inside she was totally whacked out. It was a setup.
So this way we can keep an eye on her.
I can't do that, Vic. I can't watch your back and my back at every turn.
Well, what does that mean? What are you gonna do? You can just live here?
I think we need to get to court.
Fine.
You need a ride?
No, I have my own car.
Then I'll see you over there. It's weird, though.
What's weird?
Well, after everything that Marley did to get us apart, she finally succeeded.
Thank you for that, Cass.
Oh, that's the least I could do.
Cass, good job.
Not bad for a spur-of-the-moment spin, right? You gotta watch it, big guy. I don't know how often I can do that.
I'm calling a 10-minute recess.
I wonder what that's all about.
Got a present for you, Winthrop. Revised witness list.
Gee, June, you shouldn't have. When did this happen?
Today. He was just subpoenaed. Should prove to be a most interesting witness, don't you think?
Who is it?
Timothy.
Joe, they're calling Tim to the stand.
All right, he can handle it.
No, it's
Pauline,
not fair
his
to
first
drag
time
him
in
into this. It's just not fair.
Hey, calm down, right?
God, I can't
Calm
get any
down.
breath. I'm getting hot. I gotta get out of here. I need some air.
Sorry, but I can't leave this area.
Come on, I feel like a caged
Hey,
animal.
Paulina, hang in there, all right? Please, just calm down.
Joe, can I speak to you?
Yeah.
Whoa, where do you think you're going?
That's my son. I just want to
Yeah,
talk to
this
him.
is your trial. You're not going anywhere.
Here we are, home. You know what? The best thing after a day at the park is, I think, a juice box. You want some juice? Here. You play with your trucks, and I'll get you one. Hello?
Hey, good news.
You found the jeweler?
Not quite, but Donna's friend took a look at that mark on your locket, and he said he's pretty sure it was made by a guy he used to know in Chicago.
Chicago? Maybe I was born there.
Could be. I'm going there to check it out.
Now?
Why not? You've been separated from your birth mom long enough.
Nick, how do I repay you?
Well, that sound in your voice just did. Wish me luck.
Luck.
I'll see you soon.
Real soon, I hope. Did you hear that, Dante? I might find my mommy too. Oh, Mom. That's worth it, you know, huh? I bet you miss your mom too. I don't even know my mom, and she left a hole in my heart. I can't wait to tell Tito. Oh.
Excuse me, this is a private office.
Judge Walker. Wow, you look very different without your dress on.
Do we have an appointment?
No.
I'm busy. Goodbye.
Whoa. Easy there, big guy. I was served a subpoena on a trial that you're handling. I want it to go away fast.
Who do you think you are? I'm calling security.
I don't think I'd call anyone just yet. You don't want an audience for what I have to say to you.
Paulina is a wreck because they call this kid Cass. Why? Why are you smiling?
Because they played right into my trap. If I had called the kid as my witness, then it would have looked like I was going for the pity vote. Now I can cross-examine him as hostile. And then, if he shows any kind of vengeful or vindictive side, it'll prove your theory correct.
Okay, I got you. Okay, because Cass, I'm telling you, everything in my gut, every instinct I have is screaming at me that this kid is working her over big time.
Do you think Paulina will object if I go after him on the stand?
Well, I got no objections.
See, if I can just prove that he was deliberately putting the emotional and financial screws to her, then that's evidence of strain on her. If he was demanding money, demanding that she prove her love for him.
He was. That's exactly what he was doing. He had her all tied up in knots.
All the more proof that she had a strong perception she had to protect herself. Correct.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna get you everything you need. I'm gonna do a background check, okay? Everything. If the kid blew his nose in the 3rd grade, you will know about this, all right? I've been wanting to do a background check for a long time. I'm gonna rip at your hair.
I love this guy. You know, the cocky guy that thinks they know all the answers.
Tomorrow on Another World.
Hey, listen, I got some news about your mother.
Damn it, why don't you just back off?
What's that?
You heard what Norman Bates said, that